No good, and Dike-New Hartford, for the first time in school history, are state champions in basketball here in 2021.
Dike-New Hartford goes back-to-back in 2022. Dike-New Hartford goes back-to-back-to-back.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Dike-New Hartford girls basketball. We're having a little bit, it looks like we're going to catch up here, slowly but surely. So, welcome in. Joe Huck here, joining you again for the last regular season home game of the year. Wolverines welcome in Grundy Center. Boys and girls set of games. Girls game should be a pretty good one. Grundy Center comes in 18-1 on the season. And Wolverines obviously sitting at 16-2, winners of the NICL Central. So as we get ready to go here, we'll talk about starting lineups. We'll talk a little bit about where we're at. Again, we're trying to catch, the stream is trying to catch up here. I'm going to have to probably reset the clock on it, but I'm going to stay here with you while I reset, if I have to reset that. Looks like we're having a little bit of lag issue, so I am going to reboot this. I will be back here in just a couple minutes, so hang on, stay here. We will be right back. All right, looks like we are back. Everything appears to be up and running now. We're going to hopefully keep it this way the rest of the night. As I was saying, Grundy Center coming in here. Wolverines coming off of their win Tuesday night and the loss on Monday night against North Polk, and what was really a really good game. Wolverines had a lead in that one and ended up North Polk came back and nipped them there at the end. So we'll get ready to go here with that. Let's talk about starting lineups. Grundy Center comes in here again. I said 18-1. Starting for them will be number 4, Lucy Lebo, a senior guard, 5'6", averages 8.9 and 3.1. Number 10, Kylie Aldrich, a 5'5" sophomore guard, averaging 4.2 and 1.2. Ellery Luring, a 5'10" senior guard, number 12, averaging 10.1 and 6.7. Lainey Dole, a 5'7" senior guard, averages 4 and 4.1. And Carly Willis will round out the lineup for the Spartans tonight. Number 34, a 6-foot senior, averaging 13.1 and 7.2. On the year, the Spartans come in scoring 49 points a game and giving up 35. Their field goal percentage is about 37%, three-point percentage at about 26, free throw percentage about 67. They average about 27 rebounds a game, 11 assists a game, 10 steals a game, 2 blocks a game, 12.5 turnovers, and 10 fouls. And they are 10-0 in their last 10 games. So they're coming in on a winning streak. We'll go to the Wolverine side again. It's going to be a little different tonight because as I said the last couple streams, tonight is senior night. So we've got a good crowd. We've got the seniors will be honored between games. We'll stay on this stream to do that. And then during halftime of the girls' game, we've got the young cheerleaders will do their performance, and we'll stay on for that one. And then during halftime of the boys' game, we've got a special presentation by Coach Dahl. So we will be back for that. I don't know if we'll have much for entertainment here in the halftime as far as interviews, but we'll see what we can do. So for the Wolverines, it's going to be the 5 seniors starting tonight. It's going to be Jaden Peterson, 5'8", senior forward, averaging 12 and 7.1. Number 15, Marin Bixby, who averages 12.9 and 2.8. Peyton Peterson averaging 18.1 and 9.9, looking to get back into that double-double average. Number 45, Kennedy Silman, hasn't played a whole lot this year. Gotten in here at the end of games, but she's going to look to start this game off tonight. And then rounding out the starting lineup will be Miranda Tyler, 5'9" senior forward, averaging 2.5 and 2.5. So those are the Wolverine. That's the Wolverine starting five for tonight. Again, we'll get ready to go here as both coaches are prepping for the start. And we'll be here with you. We've got about 5 minutes to go, so I'm going to take this opportunity. We're going to run the Booster Club. We'll run the Booster Club business sponsors. We appreciate all of our business sponsors and everything they do for Dike-New Hartford and the athletic pro and the school pro, all school programs. We'll show that again during halftime as far as what your donations have been able to help support here in the school. So again, we'll be showing this ad, and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back as we finish warm-ups here. Wolverines and Spartans getting ready to tip it off for the girls' game. Again, I expect a couple of really good games tonight. Crowd's going to probably be pretty full here, especially early on, as with the younger cheerleaders here. We a lot more fans in. I don't know if anybody's even listening to me. Like I told you guys earlier in the week, don't listen to me. Come out, join us. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Always a good one when Grundy Center and Dike-New Hartford get together. So we will be getting started here very shortly. We got about a minute and a half. I will be with you here for just a minute, and then I'm going to break away, as always, to do as we do starting lineups, and we'll leave the microphone on so you guys can hear Wayne Whips do the starting lineup announcements here for Wolverines and Spartans as we get ready to go. So stay with us. I will be back after the national anthem and enjoy the pep band, and then, as I said, the announcements for the starting lineups.
Spartans and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. We would like to remind all in attendance that the Dike-New Hartford Community School District encourages positive sportsmanship and behaviors at all our activities. By being positive about your team and coaches and respecting the decisions of the officials, you enhance the atmosphere of athletics. We expect the fans of both teams to follow that lead with your cheers and behaviors. Have a great time and enjoy tonight's games. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Grundy Center Spartans. Number 4, a senior, Lucy Lilo. Number 10, a sophomore, Kaylee Aldrich. Number 12, a senior, Ellery Luring. Number 14, a senior, Lainey Dole. Number 34, a senior, Carly Willis. The Spartans are coached by head coach Matt Lindeman. Assistants are Madison Keister and Tiffany Sock. And now the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Number 3, a senior, Jaden Peterson. Number 15, a senior, Lauren Bixby. Number 25, a senior, Peyton Peterson. Number 45, a senior, Kennedy Steelman. Number 53, a senior, Miranda Tyler. The head coach of the Wolverines is Bruce Dahl. Assistants are Matt Dove, Ashley Benedict, Craig Chapman, and Madeline Denner. Tonight's officials are Daniel Dearland, Richard Ripley, and Jonathan Morrow. Without the efforts of these individuals, high school athletics would not be possible. Dike-New Hartford would like to thank them for the work they do and their partnership with high school athletics. Please join us in giving these officials a round of applause for all they do. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and those that continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor our country and respect their efforts by removing our caps, standing at attention, placing our hands over our hearts as we proudly perform our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem is being performed by the Dike-New Hartford High School Pep Band under the direction of Mrs. Katie Slack.
All right, we are ready for basketball. I'm a little behind here as I need to get myself up and running, but all right, Wolverines, Spartans ready to kick it off here in Dike. Again, the last home game here for the Wolverines, regular season. The girls did get a possible 2 home games in the playoffs, as they will start against the winner of Columbus and South Wynn. And we'll talk about that schedule here as we get a little bit further into the night. So it's going to be Bixby and Willis jumping here for the Wolverines. Again, one of the really cool things the Wolverines get a chance to do, and Coach Dahl always does, is gets his starters on the court, or his seniors on the court to start the game. It's something I always loved as a coach as well. Girls will put a ton of time in here, and you want to get them on the court. Ball is won by Bixby to Peyton Peterson. Peterson with it. Looks like Grundy Center in a little bit of a 1-3-1. Ball out to Bixby. Skipped over to Tyler. Tyler from the free throw line. Tipped and a scramble for it. And that's going to be a tie-up. That is going to be a tie-up between Dole and Jaden Peterson. And that's going to go to Grundy Center as the Wolverines won that opening tip. Ball in quickly. That is Dole with it. She's going to bring it across. She gets the ball over here to Aldrich. Aldrich, Wolverines in their 2-3 zone. Aldrich looking. Finally gets it over to Lebo. And that ball taken away by Marin Bixby. Bixby to Jane Peterson, just too far in front of her. And that ball is going to go out of bounds back to Grundy Center. Wolverines early on looking to find a way to get scoring here against that 1-3-1. So Wolverines in their 2-3 zone. Marin Bixby, another hand on it, gets the tip. And we're going to see the two regular starters, Peyton Foster and Maddie Busco, will come in for Miranda Tyler and Kennedy Silman. Ball in quickly here to Luring. Luring goes to Willis. Willis skips it across, but that's taken away. Taken away by Foster. Foster brings it down right to Peyton Peterson. She's all alone. She's going to get that layup up and in. Great look by Peyton Foster. Wolverines into their 2-1-2 press. Ball reversed over here to Lebo. She's going to bring it across. Wolverines going to look to trap. Gets it back there to Luring. Over to Dole. Dole skips it across to Lebo. She'll take the three, and she's going to off the side of the rim and out of bounds. Whack to the Wolverines. Wolverines lead this one 2-0. 6:54 to go in the first quarter. So Jaden Peterson inbounds to Peyton Foster. Foster going to bring it up. It looks like Grundy Center is now they're going to go into a little bit of almost a 3-2. Ball to Jaden Peterson, skipped over to Marin Bixby. Into Jaden Peterson. She'll pull up. Little long, but she gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and blocked by Luring. That ball now with the Spartans, and Dole has it coming across the half-court line. Dole looked to get it over to Aldrich, but taken away by Bixby. Bixby to Peyton Foster. Foster, one extra step. Yep. Tried to go to the Euro and just took an extra one on the way there. So Wolverines now again back in that 2-1-2. And we've got a time for we're going to have a 30-second timeout by Grundy Center as this game has gotten really haphazard to start. Wolverines lead this one 2-0. All right, we are back here after the timeout as both teams come out. Again, Wolverines in that 2-1-2. Almost, Marin Bixby almost coming up and making a 3-2. They're going to send up. Ball is in here to Dole. She's going to bring it up the sideline. She looks to skip it back over there to Luring. Luring, ball is quickly reversed and into Willis. Willis against Jaden Peterson, misses it. Rebound by Peyton Peterson, up quickly to Marin Bixby. Bixby on the run. Takes the layup, misses it. Rebound there by Willis. Willis gets it out quickly to Lebo. Lebo going to bring it down against Foster. Pulls up, shot, in and out, rebounded by Bixby. Bixby throws it up to Jaden Peterson. She's on the run, looks to get it to her sister, and that ball is tipped away by Willis. In for the Wolverines is going to be Izzy Norton for Maddie Busco as the Wolverines are now back in their normal rotation. Bixby to take it out. Bixby right into Peyton Peterson, and she's going to get fouled immediately by Ellery Luring. Caught the Spartans napping on that one as they found Peterson right in the lane.
Spartan foul is on number 12, Ellery Luring.
It's her first, and it's a team first here in the first quarter. Peyton Peterson going to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw up, off the rim, in and out. In for the Spartans is going to be number 24, Carly Lynch, coming in for Callie Aldrich. Second free throw by Peterson, up and good. So Wolverines up 3-0 here with about 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Spartans with it. Spartans just get it across. Luring with it, attacks, kicks it out to Lebo. She puts it on the deck. She's going to go quickly to Dole. Dole kicks it down to Luring in the corner. She misses the shot, and she knocks it out of bounds. tried to knock it off of Bixby, but knocks it out of bounds. So it will be Wolverine basketball. Jaden Peterson to inbound it for the Wolverines. Peterson goes to Foster. Foster going to bring it across. Foster down to Jaden Peterson. She attacks quickly, looks for her sister Peyton. Gets it to her. Peyton going to put the shot up. She's going to collect another foul and go to the line for 2 more free throws. That foul going to be on number 34, Carly Willis. Her first, team second in the first quarter. Peyton Peterson going to get 2 more free throws here. First one is up and good by Peterson. So she's going to get 1 more. Wolverines up 4-0. Peterson to the line. Sets. Shoots and in. 5-0 Wolverines. All 5 by Peyton Peterson here. Luring with it. Skips it up there to Lynch. Lynch going to bring it across. She kicks it back up to Luring. Luring's going to come over here to Dole. Dole with it. Into Luring. Luring on the attack. Kicks it out here to Lebo. Back to Dole. Lebo gets it back. Wolverines are swarming here. Ball to Lynch. Lynch to Luring. Luring looked to go into Willis, but taken away by Jaden Peterson. Stepped in front of that pass. Jaden will bring it across. Lobs it up for her sister. Peyton gets it out to Maren Bixby. Over to Foster. Foster going to take that 3-pointer. Missed it, and that is going to be Wolverine basketball out of bounds on Ellery Luring as Jaden Peterson was battling her for that ball. Peyton Foster will inbound for the Wolverines. Foster looking, gets it to Jaden Peterson for a layup. Two out of bounds plays for the Wolverines have resulted in layups for the Peterson twins. Ball skipped across, tipped away by Jaden Peterson as she went up against Lynch for it. Spartans looking to rush a little bit. So that ball will come in here to Dole. Dole will bring it across. Again, the Wolverines in their 2-3 zone. Ball over here to Lebo. Lebo back to Dole, into Luring, out to Lebo. She wants to shoot that 3 from the corner. Ball and that is over and back. That ball went up to Dole, but she could not control it and took it over the foul line. In for the Spartans is number 20, Maddie Hendershot. She is going to come in for Lucy Lebo. Bixby inbounds it to Foster. Foster with it. So Spartans look like they're in the 3-2, but then drop back into almost or look like they're in a 1-3-1. Bixby from the corner misses it, and they're going to get Peyton Peterson going against Carly Willis. Got her coming over the back and bumping into her. So in here will be Maddie Busco coming in for Peyton Foster. Again, Wolverines back into their normal rotation after getting the seniors that start tonight. Ball in here to Lebo, or to Dole. Dole with it. She goes to Luring. Luring looks to go back to Dole. That one almost taken away. Gets it across into Luring. Luring on the drive. Out there to Hendershot. Ball gets back to Luring. She's going to go to Willis in the short corner. Willis puts it on the deck and attacks. She puts it up and in. First bucket there by the Spartans with 3:44 to go in the first quarter. Busco brings it across for the Wolverines. Peterson looked to attack but got it taken away. And Luring looks quickly up to Willis. Willis puts it down. Ooh, and she's going to go into Jaden Peterson and collect that foul on Jaden. That'll be Jaden's first. Team second here in the first quarter. So Carly Willis going to go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw by Willis is up and good. Willis is a 66% free throw shooter on the year. Second free throw. Up and good. Willis gets their 4th point. So currently Wolverines lead this one 7-4, 3:19 to go in the first period. Ball to Norton. Norton back to Busco. Looks to go into Jane Peterson. She's going to kick it to her sister. Out to Norton. Norton going to line that one up for 3 and drill it. 3-ball, Izzy Norton from the corner. Wolverines up 10-4. Ball up quickly. Hendershot with it. Gets it to Luring. Luring over to Dole. Dole to Lynch. Back to Dole. Dole looks to go into Luring. Luring looks at Willis, doesn't give it to her. Hendershot with it, pulls up from the elbow, and she's going to hit that. So again, Wolverines still lead this one by 4. Maddie Busco into Peyton Peterson. Peyton looks to go to her sister Jaden. She ends up with it, and she's going to collect a foul. As she's going to go to the line now for 2. We'll see who that third foul here is on. And that foul is on Carly Willis. That's her second of the first quarter. Checking in for the Wolverines is going to be Foster and Sylvie Fuller as Jaden Peterson makes the first one. Foster will come in for Bixby and Fuller in for Busco. So, and Paige Venegay is in for the Spartans as Carly Willis is going to have to sit down here. Jaden Peterson's second free throw is good. Ball into Hendershot. She gets it to Luring. Luring up to Dole. Dole over to Lynch. Wolverines again get back, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Izzy Norton as they tried to reverse the ball. Luring going to take it out for the Spartans. Luring. Ball is reversed and then back to Dole. Dole's going to go to Lynch. Lynch back to Dole. And to Hendershot. Spartans working the ball around, 15 on the shot clock. Ball skipped into the corner to Luring. Luring looks in to Venengay, and she misses it. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson. Peterson up to Foster. Foster goes to Sylvie Fuller. Fuller is going to go to Peyton Peterson. Peyton puts it on the deck. Out to her sister Jaden. She'll line it up for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Lynch. Lynch back to Luring. With 1:40 to go here in the first. Wolverines lead this one 12-6. Ball's out here to Hendershot. She goes to Luring up top. Luring looked to go into Venengay. Venengay kicks it over here to Lynch. And then to Luring. Now up to Dole. Dole with it up top. Goes to Luring. Luring skips it to Dole. Dole going to take it in a step and then try and skip it back to Luring. So we got 3 on the shot clock. Luring's got to put it up. She airballs it, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Spartans. Subs coming in for both teams. For the Spartans, Lucy Lebo will come back in for Carly Lynch. Bixby, Busco, and Miranda Tyler are in for the Wolverines. Staying is Foster and Peyton Peterson. So quickly to Busco. Busco going to skip it across to Bixby. She's going to line it up for 3 from the top. Off, and a rebound, a battle for the rebound. Luring takes it away. Luring with it. Brings it down. Goes to Lynch in the corner. I thought Lynch came out, but she did not. So skipped over there. Back here to Lynch. Again, that is Lebo back on the floor. Lebo over on the wing. Skipped over here to Lynch. 10 on the shot clock. Venengay has it taken away by Bixby, and then it ends up with Peyton Peterson. She's going to bring it down. Lebo, she gets the shot up and does not make it, so we're going to have another 2 free throws for Peyton Peterson. As here in this first half, Wolverines are attacking. That is on Maddie Hendershot, her first, team's 4th. 23.4 on the clock. Peterson going to get 2 free throws. First free throw up and good. She's going to get 1 more. Peterson sets. Down, up, and in. Peterson with both. And Jaden Peterson will come in for her sister Peyton. She'll get a quick break here to end the first period. 23.4 seconds to go. Wolverines up 14-6. Ball is in there to Lebo, and then to Luring, and now to Lynch. Lynch on the drive. Tyler back. She tries to throw that pass, but she's stepped in front of by Peyton Foster. Foster coming back with 12 seconds to go on the clock. Over to Bixby. Bixby going to skip it to Busco. Busco to Foster. Foster back out to Busco. 4 seconds. Busco takes the shot. Ends up with Peyton Peterson. The shot was behind the backboard. Ended up Jaden Peterson with the rebound. and that's going to be your first quarter. Wolverines going to lead this one 14-6 after this first quarter. So we'll do a quick ad here for People's Savings Bank, and I'll be back right after.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, back here in Dike as we get ready to start the second period. Wolverines up 14-6. A lot of action there, a lot of attack by the Wolverines going into inside, and then that big three there by Norton. So coming out for the Wolverines, it will be the starting five, the normal starting five, not the starting five tonight as the seniors all got the start. So it will be Foster, Bixby, Peterson, and Busco. Coming out for the Spartans, it's going to be Aldrich, Willis, Hendershot, Lebo, and Luring. Foster with a quick shot right in the middle of the lane, gets rebounded by the Spartans. Ball is then thrown away by Lebo as Martin Bixby gets it up to Peyton Peterson. She's going to put it on the deck, takes one extra dribble and gets that layup up and in. Went right around Hendershot. Luring with it, gets it in quickly to Lebo. Back to Luring. Luring going to skip it up, and that ball almost taken away by Peyton Peterson, and then tipped away by Maddie Busco. She tips it to Peyton Peterson. That was Jaden that almost got it. Out to Bixby. Bixby lines it up for three on the run. Jaden Peterson with the rebound up and in for the Wolverines. 2 quick buckets. And we've got a timeout by Coach Lindemann and Grundy Center. He's going to take a full timeout here for the Spartans as the Wolverines have scored 2 quick buckets to open this lead up to 12 here in the beginning, within the first minute of the second period. All right, again, Wolverines here pushing this one out, making it a 12-point lead after they led by 8 after 1. So we'll get ready here. I'll check in. I'm going to pull up the brackets so that we can talk about that, and I can sound less like I don't know what I'm talking about, folks. So let's get to that, and I'll pull this up here as we get going. As both teams are out of the timeout, no changes either way, and it'll be Grundy Center ball on the baseline in front of the Dike-New Hartford students. Luring with it. Into Aldrich. Gets it to Lebo. They're going to break press quickly. Back to Aldrich. Now going to come over here to Dole. Dole gets it to Luring inside. Luring on the attack. Gets stopped. Kicks it out to Dole. Dole going to put it on the deck. Back to Luring at the free throw line. Jumper. No good, but rebounded by Carly Willis and up and in. Willis got those 2 fouls in the first period and made it tough. She had to come out there for a little bit in the first quarter. So we'll look to see if she can get herself back going. Ball is skipped over to Foster. Foster down to Jaden Peterson. Nobody stops her. She goes right in for the layup. Ball is into Dole. Dole looking to go, gets it to Aldrich. Aldrich is going to get fouled by Jaden Peterson. That's going to be her second. Team's first of this second period.
Wolverine foul is on number 3, Jaden Peterson, her second.
Ball is inbounded by Luring. Tipped away by Jaden Peterson. And then Dole will end up getting it. She'll have to save it back into Luring. Luring with it coming across. Luring got it to Lebo, who tried to get it inside to Willis, but tipped away there by Peyton Peterson. So we're going to have Miranda Tyler going to come in for Jaden Peterson. Yeah, we're 2 fouls. You don't want to get that third one here early in the second period. Ball. Dole will kick it over there to Aldrich. Aldrich going to bring it back up top. and look to go inside to Luring, but taken away there by Peyton Peterson. She tips it away. Ooh, I think it was tipped. I think it might have been tipped, but they're going to say it was not tipped by the Wolverines and call over and back. It'd be Wolverine basketball. Izzy Norton in for the Wolverines. Norton gets it to Foster. Foster to Norton. Now to Tyler. Skipped back to Norton. She goes into Miranda Tyler. Tyler puts it on the deck. Takes it up strong with the right hand. Missed it, but got rebound is by Willis. Ball to Luring. Luring going to bring it up. Goes to Aldrich on the wing. She's going to take the three. Missed it. Rebounded by Tyler. Tyler to Foster. Foster pushing the ball up. Aldrich comes play defense on her. Into Tyler. Tyler goes into Peyton Peterson. Left hand layup. Good. Just a turn and put up by Peterson. And we got a walk here on Dole as she went to pass the ball back to Luring and stuttered a little bit. So that's going to be Wolverine basketball on the turnover. Wolverines leading this one 22-8. Ball lobbed in quickly to Peterson. She's going to take it, miss it, gets her own rebound, shot back up and in as Luring could not do anything with her. Ball is into Aldrich. Aldrich going to turn quickly and take it down court. She gets it to Willis. Willis is going to get a foul, collective foul on Miranda Tyler as the ball got through Peyton Peterson to Tyler, or to Willis, and she put it up, and Tyler got her the foul. First foul on Tyler, second foul on the team for the quarter.
Carly Willis, first free throw by Willis is good. Into the Spark lineup is number 24, Carly Lynch, replacing number 4, Lucy Lebo.
All right, Lebo in for Lynch. Or Lynch in for Lebo. Second free throw up and good. Wolverines lead this one 24-10. 5:08 to go in the second quarter. Foster with it. Foster to Norton. Back to Foster. She'll pull the three. And she'll hit it. Three ball. Peyton Foster. Second one of the night for the Wolverines. Wolverines in their press. Putting a lot of pressure on. Ball is up over top to Lynch. Lynch is going to have to get across. She gets across with a second to go. Wolverines active. As Bixby almost got it, and Izzy Norton sprawls out trying to get the ball, and it goes back to the Spartans. Jaden Peterson going to come back in for Miranda Tyler.
Jaden Peterson returns to the Wolverine lineup.
So Luring going to take it out. Bixby going to guard her. Looks like the Wolverines a little bit of a man-to-man press here. Ball is skipped into Lynch. Lynch with it, 18 on the shot clock. Ball is up, but taken away by Peyton Peterson. She goes to her sister, Jaden. Down to Norton in the corner. Back out to Bixby. Bixby going to pull the three, and she's going to drill it. Three ball, Marin Bixby from the wing. Wolverines lead this one 30-10. Ball up quickly. Luring with it. Luring back to Lynch on the wing. Lynch goes to Dole up top. Dole going to send it back to Lynch. Lynch is going to bring it to Aldrich. Aldrich going to come over to Dole. Dole into Luring. Luring to Willis. Willis on the attack, and she's going to get that layup as Jaden Peterson did not want to pick up that third foul. Foster with it, coming across. Foster to Norton. Norton back to Foster. She'll take another three. Missed it, but rebounded by Jaden Peterson. Shot up and good by Peterson amongst two Spartans. Ball in here to Lynch, but taken away there by Marin Bixby. Bixby going to take it in strong. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Lynch. Poked away. Quickly to Norton. She'll put the layup up and in. Wolverines swarming on defense right now. Luring gets it to Aldrich. Aldrich going to bring it up the side. Peyton Peterson cuts her off. Ball out there. That was a shot by Dole. Missed, but rebounded by Peyton Peterson. Gets it to Norton. Norton going to line up another one. And hit it. Izzy Norton, another three ball. Wolverines hitting from outside right now. Ball to Aldrich. Aldrich, and they're going to get a foul on Peyton Foster, I believe. If that is on Foster, that will be her first. Yep, That'll be your first on Foster. Third on the team in the second quarter. In for the Wolverines is going to be Sylvie Fuller and Maddie Buskell. Peyton Foster and Maren Bixby going to come out. So your 5 on the floor for the Wolverines. Norton, Norton, Fuller, Buskell, and the 2 Peterson girls. Scramble for the ball. Wolverines all over. Ball ends up with Aldrich to Lynch. 26 on the shot clock. Luring with it. Gets it to Dole. Dole going to skip it back to Aldrich. Going to kick it back over there to Luring on the wing. She's looking inside. Veningay came in at some point for Willis. And we are going to have a travel on Aldrich, walking before she put it down. So Wolverines ball up 37-12, 2:26 to go in the half. Willis going to come back in here for Luring. As your 5 on the floor for the Spartans is Aldrich, Willis, Dole, Veningay, and Lynch. Peterson back to Fuller. Fuller going to take the 3. Off the front of the rim. Peterson hustles down the rebound, though. Out to Buskell. Back to Fuller. Fuller goes back to Buskell. To Peyton Peterson. Fakes the 3. Steps in. Takes the 2. And she's going to get fouled. That's going to be on Lynch. And that's going to be Lynch's first foul of the night and the first of the second quarter by the Spartans. 2 free throws coming for Peyton Peterson with 2:04 to go in the first half. Again, at halftime, we'll have the cheerleaders, the young cheerleaders will be out doing their performance as the first shot is off. Miranda Tyler will come in for Jaden Peterson and Bixby in for Buskell. Lido and Hendershot are in for the Spartans. Second one by Peyton Peterson is up and good. She gets one of the 2. Wolverines lead this one 38-12. Lebo with it in quickly to Willis. Willis back to Lebo and then up quickly to Lynch. Lynch goes in hard against Peyton Peterson, gets the layup. Miranda Tyler will inbound it for the Wolverines. Peyton Peterson at the point guard position. Gets it to Norton. Norton going to go to Fuller. Fuller back to Norton. Norton into Tyler. Tyler out to Fuller, over to Norton. Norton going to line up another 3. That one's going to rattle out, and Sylvie Fuller went for it. Taken away by Maren Bixby. Gets it into Peyton Peterson, and she misses the layup but has it knocked out by Veningay. So it'll be Wolverine basketball with 1:26 to go. Maddie Buskell going to check back in for the Wolverines, as is Peyton Foster. Izzy Norton and Sylvie Fuller are going to come out. Bixby with it to take it out for the Wolverines. Gets it to Peterson. She gets it to Maddie Buskell. Buskell out to Bixby. Bixby lobs it back into Peterson. Back out to Bixby. She'll take the 3. Hustle, scramble for the ball, and that is going to be off of Miranda Tyler and out of bounds to the Spartans. Lebo going to inbound it for the Spartans. Wolverines still in that full court man press. Ball is into Lynch. Back to Lynch. Up to Willis. Willis with it. Puts it on the deck and attacks. And Tyler tried to take the charge, but they are going to call a block on Miranda Tyler, and that's going to be her second, as Willis ran into her, but she didn't quite have her feet set, is what I'm going to say. It's on the floor. Luring going to check back in here for the Spartans for Veningay. Luring with it. Luring skips the ball up. Knocked away by Bixby. Bixby going to go get it. Foster running with her. Looks to go up to her. Oh, little in front of her. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. Out of bounds off Peyton Foster. And back to the Spartans. Wolverines lead this one 38-14 with a minute to go in the first half. Luring with it. Gets it to Hendershot. Hendershot pushes it up to Lynch. Lynch pulls it back out to Luring. Luring going to take the 3. Off the rim and that ball knocked out of bounds by Lynch as Busco went to rebound it, but it was knocked out of bounds by Lynch. It will be Wolverine basketball with 49 seconds to go in the first half. Tyler to inbound it to Foster. Foster going to bring it down. Again, Spartans look to be in that 1-3-1, but they flatten it out a little bit, almost a 2-3. And we are going to have a hand check on Hendershot. That's going to be the third foul on the Spartans, and the Wolverines are going to take it out of bounds. It's Hendershot's second. Bixby. Quick inbounds to Foster. 39 to go on the shot clock. Back to Bixby. She's all alone in the corner. She leaves it a little bit short. Rebounded by Luring. 30 seconds to go. Luring to Willis. Willis going to come back to her. Wolverines going to settle back in their defense. A little bit of pressure. Bixby up on Luring. Hendershot with it. Hendershot over to Lynch. Lynch will take it, and again, that Wolverine pressure to Luring and to Willis. Willis going to put it on the deck. She's going to pull up in front of Peyton Peterson. Miss it. Peterson rebounds it. Goes out quickly to Bixby. 5 seconds to go. Bixby across to Busco. Busco steps into a three off the front of the rim, and a quick tie-up for the ball, but that will be your halftime score. Wolverines lead this one 38-14 at the half. So we are going to have, again, we'll have the cheerleaders. The young cheerleaders are going to do their presentation here. I'm going to be joined by Coach Tagtoe here in a few minutes as we will get ready for the boys' game following this girls' game. And as Coach is headed up here now, I guess I'm going to go ahead and play the fight song. Coach Tagtoe going to join me up here. Just quickly, we'll talk a little bit about the boys' game here, coming off their win on Tuesday night. All right, Coach, you got me?
I got you.
All right, Coach Tagtoe joining me here. We'll get you in here quick. As I said, the cheerleaders are going to get ready to do their thing, so we'll have that going behind us here. So watch that, listen to us. Coach, as I mentioned as you were coming up, boys, after really a 62-46 win against South Hardin on Tuesday night, looked good, came out, played hard, and got after it. So what did you see out of them Tuesday night?
Yeah, I thought our defensive effort was great, start to finish. We were locked in on that end of the floor, and when we do that, we usually get good results.
Well, and you said it, that defense led to some quick offense for the guys. I thought really you guys moved the ball down court fairly quickly, got some of those easy buckets, which is what we always talk about wanting to get as often as possible. But, yeah, I thought you and I talked a little bit before the game tonight. Obviously, this Grundy Center team comes in 9th in 2A, a good team, quality basketball team across the board, and they're going to give you guys quite the battle tonight, I expect.
Yeah, top 10 team by however you measure it, whatever service you're looking at. So length, athleticism, playmaking, all the things. So it's going to be a tough matchup.
Well, and, this is for you guys the last regular season home game. You got 3 road games next week, as do the girls. I mean, again, it's no secret this is going to be doubleheaders the rest of the way out. What are you looking for? I know, obviously, I think you said Monday we expect pairings to come out.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes they push it to the next day, but I think the plan right now is Monday afternoon.
Okay. What do you expect out of the guys next? Like, obviously, this game's going to be a battle, but then as you guys roll into next week with 3 games in 5 days, what do you kind of expect to see out of the guys as we wrap up that regular season?
Honestly, when you get into that time, it really kind of emulates what tournament time is all about. You're playing on a quick turnarounds. You're playing teams you may be a little bit less familiar with, and that's kind of what next week is. So it's pretty good prep for us, just kind of what we're getting into the postseason.
Well, and we talked about that. I mean, we hope that we get a home game to start that run. I mean, but if it's not, you're going to be on the road and having in hostile territory. So
right.
I think it's something these guys do enjoy the battle. They do enjoy that battle and getting after it with other teams, and the guys tend to kind of play together a little bit more especially when we're on the road.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the experience. You got to be used to that. Obviously, playing at home is great. Everybody loves it, but it's not quite that easy. So we're playing some tough environments next week. It'll be good for us.
Well, and you mentioned that tough environments. I mean, Denver on Monday is not going to be easy.
Right.
That's always a really tough place. The crowd there is always pretty rabid.
Yep.
And that game was pretty good game early in the year. So getting a chance to play that one late is going to be a little different. See where you guys stack up.
Right. Yeah. And we were really tight with them. First time around, honestly, since I've been here, we played Denver 3 times. All 3 games have been down to the last possession. Great games back and forth, and I don't anticipate anything different happening on Monday.
Yeah, and I think the Wolverines, for whatever reason, we always play well when we go to Denver. It's just kind of always been that way. So I'm excited to see how that went. And then obviously Tuesday night going to Jessup. So there again, not an easy place to play. It's a different atmosphere in that gym.
Yep, and they will shoot it really well in that building. Always will. Atmosphere will be good. It's a little bit different than what we're used to here, but it's a good atmosphere. And then Thursday, longest road trip of the year. Going to Sumner.
Yep, so, nothing like ending the year with the longest road trip.
Right. So yeah, it's no easy ones coming at us here.
Yeah, and I don't know much about that Sumner team, so I think that'll be a good one here to close the year out, as you should by that point know what your road looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it is. I'm going to be honest with you. That's too far out for me to really have dove into that one. We got 3 games to play for to get there. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week we'll be getting after that and breaking that down pretty hard. But
well, and I think at that point, again, you want to come away with as many victories as you can get. But at that point, once those pairings are out, it's looking into that next range of things. So
right,
what do you like? I guess as we kind of look at it, it'll be easier to talk about. It would be easier to talk about if we had one more home game where I could chat about it once we saw it. I mean,
sure.
I could talk to Coach Dahl about the girls because that's pretty much all conference teams. So
right.
But again, we're hoping we can get that one home game at least to start the playoff run in and have these guys a chance. So tonight, this would be your second senior night here with the guys. You had 2 seniors again this year, like you did last year. Well, you had a handful last year, right?
We had 4 last year.
You had 4 last year. Yeah, you got 2 this year.
Some injury stuff, so it seemed like we had less last year with some guys out of the lineup.
Correct, and that's where I get lost because I was sitting down at the table and I didn't have to worry about that stuff.
Yep.
But you got 2 seniors coming out here, finishing off their career here tonight at home. Hopefully, again, like I said, hopefully with another home one, but we don't know that yet for sure. So what as you've come in here with your second year, what have those guys, like these guys who have you've only been with you for a couple of years, what have they meant to the program?
Yeah, they both mean a lot. It's evident when you watch us play. If you look us up in the stat sheets and you look at our seniors, I don't know that they're jumping off the page at you. If you watch us play any length of time, you can tell how much of what we're doing is put on Jace Jensen's shoulders. He is the point guard when we need him to be the point guard. He is the 5-man when we have a weird lineup because he knows all the spots. He is the guy that gets everybody matched up. When I want something communicated to the team, I tell Jace and he gets it out there. So he has a tremendous impact. And Ethan Kirby has a huge impact, not necessarily on game day. His minutes are pretty low, but he is the guy running the scout team. He has those guys organized. He's playing hard. He can do any role in that, and that has a massive impact on the team too. So those 2 guys.
And you mentioned it, and I think that's one thing that really gets lost as you look at, because everybody looks at the stats.
Yep.
But that gets lost when you start thinking about what those guys mean in practice and putting pressure on your starters and on your group that's out there playing.
Yeah, and those guys are the epitome of that. And it's been great having them. It's gonna be a bummer to not have them going forward. But on the other hand, it's when you're only losing 2, it's a little bit of a sort of a blessing, right? That we don't have to reload 10 or 12 of those guys. So hopefully
we
can
4 of your current 5 starters are juniors.
Yep.
So you're going to have them all come back, and you've got some good juniors and off the bench. So really, I mean, for a reload, if you look at only graduating 2 for a reload, that's not going to be too awful bad.
Yeah, definitely. Just looking at the numbers percentage-wise of what we're going to lose production-wise going from this year to next year. It's not a lot, but I think what you said is the most important. What those guys provide us outside of the stat sheet is going to be difficult for us to fill.
Well, and you said it. I've had a chance to work with obviously both those guys as they've grown up and as they've gotten a little bit into high school or just before high school. So I know what they both bring, and I know how hard they both work. So yeah, that'll be something. Hopefully, they will have imparted that on the younger guys that this is what you have to do to be successful.
Right. Yeah. I think they've done that. Well, obviously that remains to be seen how that goes, but. I'd have a hard time believing they haven't done that and set a good precedent for that moving forward for us.
All right, sorry about that. I'm trying to run everything at once here as we talk as well.
A lot of balls in the air right now. Juggling
well, that's my game night. So I'm actually not too awful upset about away games because I don't have to do near as much. I show up and I get to watch the game.
Night off for you.
And chat a little bit with you guys and see how things are going. So, no, Coach, honestly, I've appreciated all the time you spent with me this year. Again, hopefully we still get to do it more. Obviously, would love to get you up here during those minimum during the girls' games.
Yeah, you bet.
The girls are going to play their first 2 at home, and so would love to get you up here during that, talk about how the guys are doing, how the year ends, and what we're looking at going forward with the postseason. So good luck tonight. I know it's going to be a battle, but we talked about it. It's about being physical and coming out, and I think you got guys that are willing to do that. So
that's right. I think so too. Yeah, it'll be good for us. It's playing teams like this, playing the high-level competition we do. I mean, that's going to pay off for us when it gets to tournament time. And we're right there. So.
And as you look at the conference, I mean, we talked a little bit about that, not only what you got in conference, but what you guys played out of conference. That Roland Story game in itself was a battle, and you guys were right there for most of that.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely an opportunity here for them to learn a little bit about themselves. I'm excited to see how Monday night goes because, as you said, that was been tight with Denver every time. I thought you guys played them really well here, and I think the guys will play well at their place. So I expect to see them come out and play well again, starting that game. So it'll be a good battle Monday night, but that's not overlooking what you got tonight. So
right.
You know. Go get them tonight. Give them the physicality. I know your big guys inside will do that.
Yeah, they're not shy in there. That's what we like about those guys.
Nope, and they've got 10 fouls, and they'll use all 10 of them if they have to.
And that's they're bought into that role. I've sat up here and talked about guys being bought in. Those guys get it. They set the tone physicality wise for the whole team, and we're different when they're on the floor in a good way.
Well, and it's I mean, again, as you and I have talked a little bit outside of stream and outside of game time, obviously it's obvious with both those guys, they don't want to come off the floor, but it's kind of that's the mentality you want. You don't want them to be looking to get off the floor right away. You want them to be given that physicality and getting after it, which I think both of them do, and really it's nice having both of them because you don't run out of fouls usually.
Yep, don't run out of fouls. I think we're always fresh in there. We try to just kind of rotate them in and out and keep them playing hard, and hopefully they can set the tone for us tonight like always.
Well, and it's always a little when you do have both of them off, it's usually like Costello inside. And he's a different guy in there. He's not that physical banger. He's going to work around you, and he's left-handed, which screws everybody up anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and we've closed out a fair amount of games small. Sometimes that's kind of been good for us. We've had some games where we're getting a ton of pressure on us, and we're trying to get a fifth ball handler. But anytime we can keep one of those big guys on the floor, I feel like it's good for us.
Yeah, they're not afraid of anything, and that's what I like about watching both of them play.
Yep.
Is they'll stick their nose in there. They don't care. But again, I think they're doing a good job. They're both only juniors, so again, you're going to get both of them back next year. Again, hopefully with a little bit of growth and a little bit of work, they'll be able to fine tune some stuff and be ready to roll.
That's the plan.
All right, Coach, appreciate you joining me here,
you bet.
even through all the technical difficulties we were having and everything else. So good luck tonight. Take it to Grundy Center. This is one of my favorites to watch, just because it's always such a good rivalry between these two schools and in everything. So I'm expecting their girls to come out here in the second half and put a little pressure on the Wolverines. So we'll see what the girls can do, and good luck to you guys tonight.
You bet. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Coach Tagtoe joining me here at halftime of the girls' game, and we burned through halftime as we always do. We need a few more minutes in halftime so I can take a little break, but it's all right. We'll do it. Guys, again, tonight, that guys' game should be a good one. It's going to be a battle for the Wolverines. They're not going to have a choice here. Going to have to get after it. So we expect to see some good things out of the Wolverines tonight, and we'll finish this girls' game off first. So we will finish this girls' game off. We will have halftime. Or at the end of the game, we're going to do senior night, and I'm going to stay on this stream for senior night. So senior night activities will be on this stream. So be ready to stay here, and then we'll switch over to the boys when they start warm-ups. So, all right, coming in second half, it's going to be the normal five for the Wolverines. So it is Foster, Bixby, Jaden and Peyton Peterson, and Maddie Buskell. Ball is into Luring, out here to Dole. She takes the three and misses it. Rebounded there by Buskell, I believe, and Bixby going to bring it up. Bixby gets it to Foster. Foster to Jane Peterson. She's going to take the three from the corner and rattle it in. Three ball, Jane Peterson. Wolverines starting the second half as hot as they were in the first. So Aldridge. So on the floor for the Spartans, Aldrich, Dole, Luring, Willis, and Lebo, the five that started this game for them as well. Dole with it, looks to go to Willis. Willis looks to attack, dribbles it off, almost off a foot, and then Peyton Foster picks it up. So the Wolverines going to come back with it after the turnover. Foster to Jaden Peterson. Back to Foster. She's going to get a screen from Buskell. Attack, left-handed layup. Nobody. Gardner takes it in nice and clear. Luring with it, coming back for the Spartans. Luring to Dole. Dole going to take it back into Luring at the free throw line. She kicks it down to Lebo in the corner. She just says she's gotten a couple shots up there, just had a hard time catching the ball. Ball back to her. Wolverines do cover it up. Back to Dole, now to Luring. Luring going to go out here to Aldridge. She goes into Willis. Willis going to put it on the deck, pull up, and hit that little short jumper. She holds herself up before she gets to Peyton Peterson. Foster with it. Foster goes to Jaden Peterson. She puts it on the deck right away, takes it in strong, misses that layup, scramble for the ball, and that's going to be off of Jaden Peterson as she was fighting for it with Dole. Luring going to inbound it to Dole. Coming down here, Dole with it. Dole attacks right down the middle, looks to kick it out to Luring, off her hand and to Lebo. Over to Aldrich, back to Dole. Dole going to skip it over here. Lebo with it, attacks. Looks to kick it in, but taken away by Peyton Peterson, and she is going to hold it up, and it's going to go to Peyton Foster. Foster over to Jaden Peterson. Foster on the attack. She'll pull up for two. Left it short. Luring will get the rebound. Luring going to bring it down. Ball quickly to Aldrich. She gets attacked. And she'll hit it up over top of Peyton Peterson. Peterson did a good job of standing her ground, but Aldrich hit it over top of her. Foster with it. Foster brings it down. Foster guarded by Lebo. Spins in the lane and gets blocked, but I think we got a foul. It might be on Lebo. Nope, they're going to call that one on Luring. That is her second, team's first of the third quarter. And Wolverines, Peyton Foster, are going to go to the line for two. First free throw is off the back of the rim. In for the Wolverines, Izzy Norton for Maddie Buskell. Foster with the second one. Off the back of the rim, but drops in. Hits 1 out of 2. Wolverines lead this one 44-18. Dole with it over to Aldrich. She's going to skip it over to Dole. She'll bring it back up top and then skip it over to Lebo. Lebo will drive in, get it to Luring. Luring going to pull up in the lane. Missed it. Rebounded by Willis. Willis attacks, misses that layup, and Peyton Foster with the rebound. Foster going to bring it down court. Looks up quickly to Maren Bixby. Bixby couldn't quite hang on to it and then has the ball knocked out of bounds by Dole. So Wolverine basketball taking it out of bounds. It's going to be Peyton Peterson taking it out for the Wolverines. And we have got a sub coming in for the Spartans, and it is number 24, Carly Lynch, in for Lainey Dole. Peterson into Bixby. Looked to go right back into Peterson, but Luring tips it away and then saves it. Ball is quickly up, tipped out to Bixby, and she threw it away, trying to go over to Izzy Norton. Aldrich with the takeaway. Ball quickly into Luring, but taken away by Jaden Peterson. She's going to bring it down court. Peterson out to Izzy Norton. She's going to take one dribble and spot up for that three off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Jaden Peterson. Up, missed it. Gets her own rebound, and then has it go off of Lucy Lebo's hands, and that will bring Maddie Buskell back in for Peyton Foster. Bixby going to take that one. Oh, we got one more sub. That's going to be number 20. Hendershot is going to come in for Aldrich. Bixby going to lob it up to Peyton Peterson. Back out to Bixby. Looked at the three, but gets it right back into Peterson. A little up and under move. She puts it up and in. Wolverines lead this one 46-18 with 4 minutes to go in the third. A good inside-outside game with Peterson and Bixby. Lynch with it to Luring. Back to Lynch. Goes into Luring. She looked to attack, and we are going to get a foul and 2 free throws for Ellery Luring. That foul is going to be on Buskell. That is her first, team first of the third period. Shot by Luring. First shot up, rolls in. Rattle around and drop. So she hits the first one. She's going to get one more. Second free throw up. Missed, but rebounded by Willis, and she gets it right back up and in. Tough shot against the two Petersons. Buskell going to bring it down. Buskell hands it off to Jaden Peterson. Peterson goes to the left hand, pulls it up, banks it in. Jaden Peterson gets her 15th point on the night with that move right there. Hendershot with it. Hendershot going to go over to Lebo. Lebo goes into Luring. Back out to Lebo. She's going to take that three. Off the rim, rebounded by Peyton Peterson. She's going to quickly throw it up to Maren Bixby. Bixby out for the layup, and she's going to get that layup on the rebound and throw out. Wolverines up 50-21. 3 minutes to go in the third. Ball up here to Lynch. Lynch looked to get it in, but kicked away by Maren Bixby, and that's going to bring in some subs for the Wolverines. Number 13, Peyton Foster, and number 31, Sylvie Fuller, will come in for Norton and Bixby. So it would be ball on the wing, or on the sideline here. Luring going to take it out for the Spartans. Luring gets it into Lebo, back to Luring. Again, Luring going to go to that free throw line. They look to lob it into her and start the offense from her. Out to Hendershot. Hendershot guarded by Foster. Back to Luring. Over to Lynch. Lynch going to take that three, and she's going to hit that. Three ball by Lynch for the Spartans. Foster with it. Foster gives it to Jaden Peterson. Peterson throws it to her sister Peyton. Looking for Fuller, and that's going to be off. Dole back in for the Spartans. Into Luring. Luring to Hendershot, over to Lynch. Lynch hit that last little three last trip. Ball to Lynch. Lynch on the drive. Up with the little floater. Taken away by Jaden Peterson. Luring had it, and Jaden Peterson stuck inside her hands and took it away. Buskell with it. Buskell to Foster. Foster looks to go into Jaden Peterson. That's going to go off of Peterson's hands and out of bounds. Ball here inbounded by the Spartans. Dole with it. Dole over to Hendershot. Hendershot to Luring. Pestered by Peterson. And she will get around Jaden and get that shot up and in. Wolverines lead 50-26. Minute 24 to go in the third. And Wolverines are going to call a 30-second timeout. Bixby going to return for the Wolverines, and Benegay in for the Spartans. So Wolverines going to call a quick 30-second timeout here. First timeout used by Coach Dahl tonight. Draw something up here. Wolverines lead this one 50-26. 1:22 to go in the third period. The Wolverine ball on the sideline as they get set. All right, we are back on the floor. On the floor for the Wolverines, Peyton and Jaden Peterson, Foster, Bixby, and Fuller. Ball into Foster. Foster gets it to Jaden Peterson, over to Bixby, into Peyton. Peyton going to go to the left hand. She's going to get the shot up and get fouled. I believe that is on Benengay, and that is going to be her first foul. Yep, that'll be on Benegay, her first, team second. And that is Peyton Peterson to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw up and good by Peterson. Tyler will come in for Jaden Peterson. Peterson, second free throw, up and good. Gets them both. As Dole will bring it down for the Spartans. Dole to Luring. Luring over to Hendershot. Hendershot to Lynch. Lynch. Wolverines look like they're in a little bit of a man-to-man now. Ball into Lynch. Fuller on her. Goes around Fuller. Gets it blocked by Fuller. Rebounded by Luring, and that's going to be a foul on Sylvie Fuller. Her first, team second. Luring taking it out. Ball is up to Hendershot. Then to Lynch. Wolverines again in a man-to-man here. Tyler. Oh, no. Now I think they're back in 2-3 zone. Taken away by Foster. Foster with it. To the front court. Into Miranda Tyler. Tyler out to Fuller. Fuller down to Peterson in the corner. She goes into Maren Bixby. Bixby going to put it up and in. A great feat by Peyton Peterson to get that bucket for Bixby. Lynch with it on the wing. Lynch to Hendershot and tied up by Bixby. Bixby, quick hands in there, tied up. It's going to be Wolverine basketball on the jump. 4.9 to go in the third period. Jaden Peterson will return for, as will Izzy Norton, for Miranda Tyler and for Sylvie Fuller. And Carly Willis going to come back in here for Luring. So Wolverine's going to look to get a last-second shot here. Ball is thrown up to Peyton Peterson. 3, Peyton Peterson on the drive. Gets a shot up, gets it blocked, and that will end your third quarter, folks. Wolverines lead this one 54-26. As we get ready to go to the fourth, we will hit our People Savings Bank ad and we'll be back right after this.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools.
That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, back here for the fourth quarter of this first game. Girls, Dike-New Hartford Wolverines against the Grundy Center Spartans. Wolverines lead this one 54-26 as we go to the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go in this game. Then we will have senior night activities. We will stay on this stream for that. Grundy Center will inbound the ball to start the quarter. Wolverines starting 5 on the floor. The Peterson twins, Busco, Foster, and Bixby. Wolverines are going to play a little man-to-man to start this. Coach Dahl wanting to see what the man-to-man looks like. That is Dole on the drive. Ball is tipped away and taken by Peyton Peterson. Gets it to Foster. On the floor for the Spartans is Luring, Willis, Veningay, Aldrich, and Dole. Ball skipped to Marin Bixby. Bixby going to go back to Foster. Wolverines getting bounced. Bixby, back to Bixby on the wing. She'll take the 3 and drill it. Another 3-point basket by the Wolverines. Lead this one 57-26. Ball is with Dole, and they're going to get Aldridge on a moving screen. She tried to set that screen on Peyton Foster and moved into that. So Wolverines going to get this one right back here. 7:13 to go in the fourth. Lebo will be back in for Veningay as that foul will be on Aldrich, her first, team first in the fourth. Ball inbounded here to Foster. Foster to Bixby. Bixby down to Busco in the corner. Busco looks to get it into Foster and taken away by Dole. Dole with it up top. Wolverines get back. Aldrich back to Luring. Luring, nobody on her. Attacks Lebo out of bounds off her hands, and that will be Wolverine basketball. Ball inbounded Bixby to Foster. Foster skips it to Jaden Peterson. To Peyton Peterson. Layup and the foul. She's going to get a chance at the three-point play here as she scores her 20th point of the night. The foul was on 34. Carly Willis, her third, team second. Peterson going to get the free throw. Try and finish the and one. Left it short. Ball rebounded there by Luring. Gets it to Dole. Dole up to Aldrich. And she is going to travel. It's about the second. That's the second or third time tonight she's traveled on that wing before she puts it down. Miranda Tyler and Sylvie Fuller will come in for Peyton and Jaden Peterson. 6.5 to go here in the game. Foster brings it across. My guess is they might be done for tonight. Gets it to Bixby. Bixby in the corner. 3 ball, good by Marin Bixby. Hits another one. That's going to put her total at 13 for the night. Dole with it, gets it to Luring. Luring pulls up. Rebounded by Tyler. Tyler with it, coming down court. Chased by Aldrich. She gets it to Foster. Foster into Miranda Tyler. Tyler looking, skips it to Busco. Busco gets it to Fuller. Fuller on the attack. Right-hand layup. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Luring. Luring gets it back from Lebo. Takes that little short jumper. Again, she likes that free throw line jumper. Hits it. Rebounded and ball inbounded here by Bixby, and it's going to be Foster as we see we start seeing the bench moving down, so that will be, as you see the starters come out, that'll be it. Yep. Peyton Foster drug that foot a little bit and traveled. And Izzy Norton is going to come in for Maren Bixby. Bixby going to finish the night with 13 points. Some big threes there by her in both first and second half. Luring into Dole. Dole with it. Wolverines back into that 2-3 zone. Norton and Foster up top. Buskell, Tyler, and Fuller down low. Ball into Willis, and she puts it up over Sylvie Fuller. Wolverines lead 62-30. 5:08 to go. Fuller with it. Fuller skips it over to Buskell. Back to Fuller. Looks to Tyler going in. Tyler against Willis. She puts that one up and in. So that's going to be Miranda Tyler's first bucket of the night. Lebo with it on the wing. Gets it to Willis. Willis back to Lebo. She's going to look to skip it to Aldrich. She steps through it, takes it, and puts it in. So Aldrich with a quick bucket. Foster going to bring it up. Foster over to Buskell. Buskell going to take that three. Rattles it around in and out. Ball rebounded by Luring and gets it to Dole. Dole with it. Looks to attack. Pulls up from just inside the arc, or just inside the free throw line, and taken by Miranda Tyler on the rebound. We're going to start seeing some more subs here for the Wolverines. Ball is skipped over to Foster. Foster back to Buskell. Buskell going to take it to Fuller. Fuller to Foster. Back to Buskell. Buskell going to take that three. It's going to be a little short, and that's going to be rebounded by Dole. Dole bringing it across. Looks to take it inside. Tried to get to Willis and almost taken away by Fuller, but they get it to Willis, and then she is going to attack. And they're going to get, I believe, Maddie Buskell on the foul. Yep, Maddie Buskell with her second foul. First in the fourth quarter. 2 shots for Carly Willis. Willis first free throw up and good. Kennedy Silman going to come in for Maddie Buskell. Hendershot and Lynch back in for the Spartans. So Carly Willis' second free throw is good. And we're going to have another substitution. It's going to be Sophie Bennett in for Peyton Foster. So on the floor for your Wolverines is Norton, Bennett, Fuller, Tyler, and Silman. Into Tyler, out, over to, gets it down to Bennett. She looked to get it in, but taken away by Lynch. Lynch going to bring it down. And she is challenged by Tyler, and they're going to give Miranda Tyler that foul. It's going to be her third, team second. So that's going to put Lynch on the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is good by Lynch. Second free throw by Lynch is good, and we're going to have Blessing Edatu coming in for the Spartans, along with number 44, Kat Brown, as Luring and Lido will come out. Ball into Fuller. Fuller going to bring it down. Skipped over here. Fuller out to Bennett. Bennett gets it into Silman. She's going to turn and shoot over Willis. Willis with the defense and the rebound. And then she's going to get the ball to Brown. Brown up to Lynch. Lynch back to Brown. Ball is reversed around to Edatu. And then into Willis, who gets the shot up, misses it. Rebounded by Lynch, but taken away by Miranda Tyler. Fuller with it, coming down. 2:42 to go. Fuller to Bennett. Sophie Bennett over to Norton. Has it taken away there by Edatu. She'll bring it across. She gets it to Lynch. Lynch to Brown. And we're going to have a quick timeout just to get a substitution in as Carly Willis is going to come out and be replaced by Veningay. Paige Veningay in for the Spartans. Brown with it. She'll inbound it here to Hendershot. Hendershot over to Lynch. Back to Brown. Back to Lynch. Veningay in, working inside. Over to Ida2. She will put it on the deck and look to attack. She's going to look to get it to Veningay, and that's going to be off of the Wolverines. And coming in for the Wolverines, number 33, Joy Eilderts. Number 44, Josie Silman. And number 41, Riley Reichs. Ball to Brown. Brown into Veningay. She'll put it up against Kennedy Silman and make it. Eilderts back to Bennett. Bennett going to run the point here. Gets it to Josie Silman. Look to skip it across, but taken away by Ida2. She's going to come down court, and she is going to get fouled by Sophie Bennett. And she's going to get 2 free throws, as that's Bennett's first and the second on the team here in the fourth quarter. Or third in the fourth quarter. Ida2's first free throw is up and off the front of the rim. Coming in for the Spartans is number 32, Raylan Steinmeier. She will come in for number 24, Carly Lynch. Second free throw is missed, and it's an air ball, so it'll be Wolverine basketball underneath. Eilderts to inbound to Bennett. Bennett bringing it across, gets it across half court, gets it back to Eilderts, off her hands and out of bounds. Back to the Spartans. Coming in for the Spartans, Kennedy Scott and Skylar Redding going to come in for Veningay and Hendershot. On the floor for the Wolverines, Bennett, Eilderts, Reichs, Silman, and Silman. Ball's reversed to Brown, up top. Ida2 has it. Looks to attack, gets the shot up, and she's going to get a foul. Another one on the Wolverines. And that one is going to be on 41. I don't know which 41's out there, folks. I said Reichs, and it might actually be Smith. Siri Smith is out there for the Wolverines. Ida2 makes the first one. Second free throw up off the front of the rim, rebounded by Smith. Gets it to Eilderts. Eilderts over to Bennett. Back to Eilderts. Brings it back to Bennett. Eilderts back to Bennett. Wolverines reversing around, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy Silman with it, goes to Josie Silman. Looks to go into Smith, taken away there by Redding. And Ida2 gets it quickly up to Brown. Gets it to, and then she into Scott, blocked by a couple of Wolverines. Out to Ida2 for the three. Missed it and rebounded by Josie Silman. She looks to go up to Sophie Bennett. Bennett up quickly, going to get the layup. Missed it. Rebounded there and a tie-up. And that is going to be Wolverine basketball. As Ida2 is going to come out and in. I'm not sure who came in because I have Noble and I don't have her. I was told she wasn't playing tonight. Ball is tipped around. Smith with it, and she's going to get fouled. She's going to get to go to the line for a couple of free throws. And that is going to be on four. That is on Noble. So Coach Lindemann not sure if she was here tonight. Smith's first free throw is off. She's going to get another one. That one off the back of the rim. Tipped away. Kennedy Silman with it. She puts the ball back up and in. Silman gets that bucket for the Wolverines. 15 seconds to go here in the game. Brown brings it across. Gets it there to Scott. She'll take the three and hit it. Kennedy Scott with the three-pointer. Bennett with it coming across. That's going to end the game, folks, as time is going to run out. Wolverines going to win this one 66-42. Excellent ball game here by the Wolverines. A great way to close out. Great way to close out the regular season home slate, as they're going to have 3 road games next week before we will be back. All right, so we are going to stay here. I'm going to take the headset off, and you guys can hear the announcer as we are going to get ready to do senior night activities here in Dike for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Pep band, basketball, both boys and girls basketball. So I will be right back in a little while. So stay tuned and listen in as we talk to our seniors. Stuff. If you wait until this is done, then yes, I can. Okay.
Championship, and it was tornadoing, and we didn't have any idea until after the game. All right, my favorite basketball memory is definitely just being around all my teammates and our bench talks that we have, and every game that we spend together. It's always a fun atmosphere. My favorite basketball memory is winning state my sophomore and junior year, and the bus ride's Hartford because the team is all hyped.
Favorite memory is when we beat Denver last year and a shocker. They were supposed to beat us. Everyone predicted them to beat us, and we beat them. Close game. At the end of the game, I think we won by like 4 or 2. We were all so hyped, we were like dancing in the locker room. That was by far the best memory. Mine was probably just playing with my friends and like working hard every day and just being positive.
I'd say stay confident in yourself. I mean, believe in yourself, and your teammates are going to believe in you. So we have a really great team chemistry in the basketball program, so just leaning on our teammates when we need it. gets it, so never take for granted what you have at Dike-New. Keep working on it every single day. If you don't succeed at first, just keep trying and you'll eventually get there and you'll always get better.
My advice for younger players is to stay confident and work hard at everything you do, and you'll eventually get there.
I'd say enjoy it. Don't take your time for granted because I guess everyone says it goes fast, but it really does go fast. I mean, it zipped by just like this. I'm already a senior. I feel like I was just a freshman the other day. Yeah. So what I would say is just don't take it for granted. Just play every single day and try to do the best you can.
Wolverine Nation, at this time we would like to honor our senior student athletes of high school pep band, girls basketball, and boys basketball. These individuals have put in countless hours of time and have dedicated themselves to achieving many outstanding accomplishments during their careers with Dike-New Hartford athletics and activities. We could not be more proud of their efforts and truly appreciate all that they have done for our school district. Thank you to these seniors and their parents for all of their commitment and dedication over the past 4 years. We wish you the best of luck the rest of your season and all that you do after your time at Dike-New Hartford. For the pep band seniors, Sam Hertz, son of Jason and Sarah Hertz. Andrew Jones, son of Bill and Pam Jones. Mateo Sotomayor, exchange student with host family Brad and Mary Merrill. Shelby Ort, daughter of Matt and Sarah Ort. Jaden and Peyton Peterson and Kennedy Silman will be introduced with the basketball team. June Volding, daughter of Ben and Molly Volding. And Josie Winger, daughter of Jonathan and Jennifer Winger. For our girls basketball team, our first senior is Lauren Bixby, daughter of Chad and Allison Bixby. Jaden Peterson, daughter of Dwayne and Bobby Peterson. And Peyton Peterson, daughter of Dwayne and Bobby Peterson. Kennedy Seelman, daughter of Tyler and Angela Seelman. Miranda Tyler, daughter of Todd and Michelle Tyler. For our boys basketball seniors, Jace Jensen, son of Jeff and Jennifer Jensen. And Ethan Kirby, son of Dan and Jamie Kirby. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our 2024 pep band and girls and boys basketball seniors a big round of applause.